Austin Butler has captured the world's attention with his mesmerizing portrayal of Elvis Presley in Elvis. His dedication to the role, including months of intense preparation, earned him critical acclaim and solidified his status as one of Hollywood's brightest rising stars. But behind the spotlight and the accolades, there is a side of Austin Butler that few know. His rise to fame wasn't without its struggles, controversies, and challenges that go beyond just acting. Behind the cool persona lies a man who has faced immense pressure, from personal loss to career-defining roles that could make or break him. Let's take a deeper look at the man who made millions believe in Elvis but is yet to fully prove who Austin Butler really is. Austin Butler's career has been one of gradual growth, but his transformation into Elvis Presley wasn't the first time he had to shed his old image. Before taking on the king of rock and roll, Butler was a familiar face in teen dramas like The Carrie Diaries and Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. While these roles were important stepping stones, many critics pointed out that Butler was often overshadowed by his co-stars. It wasn't until he was cast as Elvis that Austin truly stepped into a role that demanded him to redefine himself. But the question remains, was this role a breakthrough, or was it simply a lucky break? The pressure of being associated with such an iconic figure left many wondering if he could shake off the shadow of Elvis and become his own star. The Elvis role thrust Austin Butler into the global spotlight, and with it came an overwhelming level of expectation. Critics and audiences praised his performance, but others warned that he might be forever tied to the iconic figure. The danger of being typecast looms large for Austin. Will he be able to break free from Elvis and prove his range as an actor? There are whispers in Hollywood that while Butler's talent is undeniable, the industry often gravitates toward actors who fit into easily recognizable boxes. Can Austin maintain his relevance beyond the biopic genre, or will he forever be the actor who was just Elvis? Austin's meteoric rise to fame didn't come without sacrifice. During his time preparing for Elvis, he reportedly distanced himself from family and friends in order to fully immerse himself in the role. His dedication to portraying Elvis led him to isolate himself from the people closest to him, which, by his own admission, took a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. The personal sacrifices made in the name of career success are often overlooked, but Austin has spoken openly about the mental and physical toll that the role took on him. This intense commitment to his craft might have been what secured him the role of a lifetime, but it also left him struggling with the balance between career and personal life. Fame in Hollywood comes with a price, and for Austin, the expectations were often unrealistic. He was hailed as one of the most promising young actors of his generation, yet many critics questioned if he could live up to that hype. The burden of such high expectations can be suffocating. Despite receiving accolades for his portrayal of Elvis, Austin has faced the challenge of meeting people's ever-increasing expectations. The pressure to maintain a certain image, both on-screen and off, has led to questions about his ability to sustain success in a notoriously fickle industry. The weight of the spotlight has always been a double-edged sword, and Austin has yet to prove whether he can navigate it gracefully. Austin Butler's romantic life has also drawn attention, particularly his past relationship with actress Vanessa Hudgens. Fans closely followed their relationship, which was highly publicized during its early years. The public breakup between the two left many wondering how much of their relationship was real and how much was a product of the Hollywood machine. As Austin transitioned into his new career phase, the scrutiny of his personal life intensified. Speculation about his relationships, whether past or present, has often overshadowed his professional work. In Hollywood, personal lives can become just as significant as career achievements, and Austin has had to navigate the balance between privacy and public interest. While Austin Butler's future looks bright, there remains an uncertainty about what lies ahead. Will his success in Elvis be the springboard for a career filled with diverse roles? Or will he remain confined to the world of biographical dramas, where his talents could easily be overlooked? Hollywood loves a comeback, but only time will tell if Austin can build on the momentum of Elvis and prove that he's more than just one iconic role. The key to his future success may lie in his ability to break free from typecasting and redefine himself in a world that is constantly shifting. But the challenges of stardom are real, and Austin will need to carefully navigate the next steps in his career. Austin Butler's career is still in its early stages, but the pressure to live up to expectations and carve out a unique path in Hollywood is immense. He has proven his worth with Elvis, but the journey ahead is far from easy. The world is watching, and the next move is crucial. Will Austin rise to the challenge, or will he become yet another actor defined by one unforgettable role? Only time will tell if the man who embodied Elvis can reinvent himself and prove he's capable of much more. Sydney Sweeney has become one of the most talked about young actresses in Hollywood, her talent and on-screen presence captivating audiences in shows like Euphoria and The White Lotus. Her rise to fame has been nothing short of meteoric, and yet, with fame comes scrutiny, especially when you're a rising star in a cutthroat industry. Behind Sydney's captivating performances lies a side of her that the public rarely sees. The struggles of being a young woman in Hollywood, the pressures of maintaining an image, and the controversies that have followed her every move. Let's delve into the story of Sydney Sweeney and uncover what's really going on beneath the surface. Sydney Sweeney has carved a name for herself in Hollywood, but her career hasn't been without its hurdles. As an up-and-coming star, she's faced the constant pressure of fitting into Hollywood's narrow standards of beauty and success. Unlike some of her peers, Sydney has made it clear that she's unwilling to conform to the traditional molds set by the industry. Yet, the very public scrutiny of her looks and choices has made it difficult to remain true to herself. Hollywood demands perfection, but Sydney has consistently fought against the expectation that she should always look flawless on screen and off. Her commitment to authenticity has earned her fans, but also critics who find her unwillingness to conform to be a challenge to the industry's status quo. While Sydney Sweeney is known for playing complex, nuanced characters, Hollywood has often struggled to offer her roles outside of the troubled teen archetype. Her breakout role in Euphoria made her a household name, but it also tied her to the image of a vulnerable, emotionally troubled young woman. This typecasting has been a challenge for Sydney, who has expressed her desire to take on more varied and complex roles. However, the entertainment industry, particularly Hollywood, tends to pigeonhole young actresses into specific roles based on their early successes. Sydney's fight for better roles and more opportunities beyond the stereotype has been a defining challenge in her career. As an actress known for playing characters that embody raw, emotional vulnerability, Sydney Sweeney has often been seen as the relatable star. However, with that relatability comes the pressure of always being perfect for the public eye. Fans expect her to maintain the same image of vulnerability and authenticity that she portrays on screen. This has led to moments of tension, as Sydney is forced to live up to an image that may not align with her true self. The expectations placed on her have forced Sydney to navigate a fine line between her public persona and her private life, something many young stars struggle with. In an industry obsessed with realness, Sydney must fight to retain her sense of identity. Sydney Sweeney has found herself at the center of controversy after an Instagram post featuring her family's celebration went viral. The post was seen by some as racially insensitive, which caused backlash. The incident sparked an intense debate about social media's role in celebrity culture and how quickly an actor's reputation can be tarnished. Sydney was quick to apologize, but the damage had already been done. This controversy, while eventually fading from the public eye, was a stark reminder of how quickly a star's image can be shaped by the smallest of mistakes. The incident raised important questions about social media responsibility, the pressure of maintaining a perfect image, and the consequences of even unintentional missteps. Sydney Sweeney's rise to fame happened quickly, and with it came an overwhelming amount of pressure. At a young age, she has had to navigate the complexities of fame, public scrutiny, and industry expectations. While she remains grounded, the reality of her newfound fame has been a challenge. Sydney has been vocal about how fame has affected her mental health and personal life, expressing how hard it is to balance the demands of work with maintaining a sense of normalcy. Fame is often glorified, but the harsh reality of constantly being in the public eye can be suffocating, especially for someone so young. The sacrifices of fame, privacy, personal time, and mental well-being are often overlooked, but Sydney has been honest about the toll it has taken on her. Sydney Sweeney's future looks bright, but her journey is far from simple. While her talent is undeniable, the challenges she faces, typecasting, the pressure to maintain an image, and the constant scrutiny of her personal life are part of the price of fame. Sydney has made it clear that she's determined to carve out her own path, choosing roles that allow her to break free from the troubled teen stereotype and show her range as an actress. But whether Hollywood will allow her to grow beyond that mold remains to be seen. The question is whether she will be able to continue to evolve without being bound to her past roles. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Sydney is a star who refuses to let anything, especially Hollywood's limits, hold her back. Sydney Sweeney has proven herself to be a rising star, but the road ahead is filled with challenges. From the weight of fame to the pressures of maintaining a public persona, Sydney has had to navigate obstacles that many young stars face. Her journey to success hasn't been without its controversies, but she remains determined to break free from the expectations placed upon her. As she continues to grow in her career, it will be interesting to see if she can redefine herself and build a legacy beyond the roles she's been typecast into. Sydney Sweeney's story is one of resilience, authenticity, and the fight for independence in an industry that often tries to confine her.